Bonjour les élèves. Today we will talk about saying hello, giving a name, asking somebody's name, talking about how you're doing, and then saying goodbye. Okay, so today we have start with greetings. Greetings, goodbye, saying your name, asking how people are. These are basic parts of language, right? Remember our first principle. Keep things relevant, right? What's irrelevant to speaking a language? What's irrelevant to your goals with speaking French, okay? You want to be able to say hello to people. You want to be able to give your name. You want to ask somebody their name. Okay, so I'm going to go over all those today. We'll also go over some more things too. All right, so let's get started with that. So saying hello. How do you say hello? Here it is. Bonjour. Bonjour. Now, when we do a lesson like this where I'm showing you how to say something, how to pronounce something, and you're listening and you're watching, it's very important. Make sure you're paying attention to how my mouth moves. Or if it's a different person that's talking in a video, let's say, you want to be able to pay attention to the way their mouth moves. I also have, and I'll try to do this every time, I have everything written in phonetic symbols. This is using the International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet is an alphabet where each symbol has only one sound. So you can catalog the sounds of any language, and for sounds that are discovered, because people are finding new languages all the time, they can create a new symbol if needed. And we have most everything that you could produce in human language. Those are cataloged. And there are many similarities with French and English. However, French does have some sounds that English does not have, English doesn't use. So let's look at those. And as we go, we just look at the phonetics, and I think as time goes by, you'll be able to understand what those symbols are. So here we go. Saying hello, bonjour, bonjour. All right, now look at that phonetics. Look at the phonetic symbols. We have the bon, bon. All right, when you see a symbol with that wavy line on it, that squiggly line, it's going to be a vowel. It's always a vowel in French, and there are 4 of these kind of vowels. They're called nasal. Nasal. That means instead of pronouncing things out your mouth, the air is coming out your nose. So you get the sound boom. Try and make the sound boom. All right? You'll feel your nose maybe tickle a little bit. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, does English have nasal sounds? Yes. There's 3 in English. You know these once I say them. You'll understand. The first one, they're all consonants in English. There are no nasal vowels in English. The first one is the M. Okay? When you say the M sound in English, where does the air, there's air coming out, right? And when your mouth is closed, there's only one more place it can come out, and that's through your nose. So the M is a nasal consonant in English and French, of course. Now, what are other nasal consonants? The N, N. All right, so M and N. And it's interesting. They're right next to each other in the alphabet. There's one more sound in English that's actually made with a couple letters. You ever say words like running, jumping, writing, that ing, the ng ending is an ng sound. Ng. All right. French doesn't use that quite as much. Not quite as much as in English. Okay, so in French we have nasal vowels. So whenever you hear that, whenever you see those in the phonetics, Just remember it's a nasal vowel. So we have bonjour, bonjour. Now, let's ask ourselves, is the U here nasal? No, it doesn't have that squiggly line on it. And that U is pronounced oo, oo. So we have bonjour. And this little kind of 3 looking thing is kind of like a cursive Z. It's pronounced zh, zh, like the end of the word garage. All right, it's the same sound. So English shares this sound with French, and also the B sound and the U sound. Ooh, right? In English, we use 2 O's usually. All right, and then there's the R, and the R is pronounced. It's kind of more in the back of the throat there, but for our purposes, just pronounce it as best you can. Okay, we're just starting out, so it's okay. Bonjour, if you want to say bonjour, bonjour, it's kind of more of an English R. It's not going to be terrible, okay? But it's it's like that, you know, that little thing that hangs down in the back of your mouth, the uvula, okay? It's you vibrate with that. So it's bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. All right, that's how you say hello in French. Bonjour. All right, it means good day. Jour means day. So bonjour, bonjour. You can use that with anybody. That's a great way to say hello. Bonjour. Okay, now, in the evening time, around the time the sun goes down, they use bonsoir, but it's not quite as common because, yeah, you know, at night people generally go into bed or they're at home with their families. So it just depends, but you can use bonjour for most of what we need, and that's what we'll stay with right now. Bonjour. Okay, the next one is salut. This is another way to say hello. So everybody say it as you're watching. Practice the pronunciation as well. Okay, you can pause this video and pronounce it, practice it, and then play the video again when you're ready and resume the play. So this second word is salut. Salut. Okay, you have the sa and lu. Now that Y, phonetics, okay, it's not pronounced like the letter Y in English, right? The phonetic system is the E sound. Now, we did the sounds of French already, so you already familiar with the sound. It's like whistling an E sound, okay? So they make an E. You see how you smile? That's why people say cheese when they're taking a picture, right? They want people to smile, and you can't say cheese without smiling, all right? But for the U sound, you do the same thing, but you want to put your lips like this, but everything else stays the same inside your mouth. So it's just like saying E, but put your lips like this instead. E, okay? It's not the ooh, all right, that you see in bonjour. This is a different U. English doesn't have this one. It's salut, salut. You're gonna E, but not salut, but salut, salut. All right? You salute with other young people. Generally, if you, as an adult, an older person that you happen to come across, just use bonjour. Use bonjour. You can always use bonjour anytime. Salut, use it with young people. Friends, family, and even young people you don't know yet. All right, saying your name. Okay, saying your name and asking for a name. So here we go. Ready? So you've said hello. You've said bonjour. Bonjour. You've said salut, perhaps. And now maybe you want to meet somebody and ask, what's your name? What's your name? Very important, right? Relevant to most anything you'd ever want to do in French. You want to be able to ask somebody's name, right? So here it is. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. So try that. Je m'appelle. Je means I. Je. Je. And appel actually means to call. Appel. Okay. J'appelle means I'm calling. But you see the M in there. Je m'appelle. The me before a verb in French means me. So, je m'appelle means I call myself. That's what you're really saying. If you speak Spanish, you'll see a similar thing. Me llamo, right? So, a lot of the Romance languages, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, French, they all say it the same way, or at least you can say it this way. Okay? Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Okay? I have in phonetics there. You recognize our little je symbol, right? Je, like garage. And then e. This is the upside down E in phonetics is just a sound. And then ma. It's easy enough. The A in French is most always pronounced like an ah, right? Very wide open. Open your mouth. Okay? Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Okay? And this is a backwards 3 looking thing. Is like the eh of bed. It's the E of bed, let's say. That might help you remember that. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Okay. Je m'appelle is my name is, and then you put your name. Now, how do you pronounce your name? How would you pronounce? If you like to, you can use a French pronunciation. Maybe your name has an easy French equivalent. Right? Many biblical names like Daniel, or Philip, or Abraham, all these, Noah, Moses, all right? A lot of these words, Isaac, have French equivalents that have been around for thousands of years. If you have a different name that's more just American or not, there's no real French equivalent, it doesn't matter. You can just say however you want to be called. However you want it pronounced, that's what you'll say. So if your name is Lucy, you can say, Je m'appelle Lucy. All right, my first name is Eric, so I might say Je m'appelle Eric, but Eric is a French name too, so I can say Je m'appelle Eric. I like French people to use a French accent to pronounce my name, but that's just a personal preference. You decide how you want people to pronounce your name, and they'll do their best. Okay? So, Je m'appelle, and your name. Je m'appelle. Try to practice it. Practice with your own name. This is important. You're giving your name to somebody. Je m'appelle. Alright, so say it and give them their name. Give them your name. Now, what's next? You might want to ask somebody, what's your name? What's your name? So here it is. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment? Comment? C-O-M-M-E-N-T. Comment? And I have the phonetics there for you. Comment? Comment? Right? There is that nasal vowel in there. Comment? Comment means how. How or what. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? How do you call yourself? Notice, it's not m'appelle anymore. It's tu t'appelles. You call yourself what? Or how do you call yourself? Okay? Comment? Comment? Tu. Remember the French U, right? Tu t'appelles. And the appel is there, as you can see. Appel is call. We're still talking the same verb. Now, I have a little clip from a television show, and he's going to be trying to say his name because he's trying out for a part in French. Here it is.
Alright, it seems pretty simple. Your first line is, my name is Claude. So, just repeat after me. Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te coupe plow.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je t'appelle Lou.
It's not quite what I'm saying.
Really? Sounds exactly the same to me.
Yes, really?
Yeah.
Alright, let's just try it again.
Okay.
Really listen.
Got it.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Je te flou flee.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Oh, des fous.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Lou.
Okay, maybe if we just break it down. Okay, let's try it one syllable at a time. Okay, so repeat after me. Je
Je
m'appelle.
m'appelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Mais poupou.
It's too hard. I can't teach you.
What are you doing?
I have to go before I put your head through a wall.
No. Go, I need you. My audition is tomorrow. Je blah blah. Il m'appelle. Oh blah.
Now, there is another way to ask somebody their name, and this is when you're talking to an adult. Remember when we spoke about salut, right? I discussed salut, so you use it with young people, right? So, comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles is for other young people. What about an adult? Okay, an adult that you are not familiar with, that you don't know, perhaps. Or just an adult that you're trying to show some respect to, which is most adults in French. If it's a family member or a close friend, that's a different story. But I'm talking about people you might see in a store or on a train or in an airplane, right? You want to show there's some distance that is shown with the word vous, and that is the word vous. Vous means you in French. Vous, and not tu. So, asking your name, like, what's your name, sir? What's your name, ma'am? All right. So this is basically the sir or ma'am style, right? It's a different register showing respect. So it's comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? You'll see some similarities with comment t'appelles-tu or comment tu t'appelles, right? Comment is still there. And then appel becomes appelé, right? You have the EZ at the end. You might have heard forms of vous before in maybe a TV show or a movie, right? You might have heard the phrase après vous, after you, or perhaps parlez-vous français? Do you speak French? So you might have heard of vous before. When you use vous, the verb ending changes a little bit. So, comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? What's your name? What's your name? Okay, next we have how are you? Asking how somebody's doing. Ça va. There it is. And I put the phonetics there too. It's easy enough. Ça va. Ça va? How are you? Ça va literally means, is it going? Va is go in French. Ça means it. Ça va? It goes. So in English you would say, how are you? How are you doing? We can even say, how's it going? And in French you can say, comment ça va also. That's fine. Comment ça va or simply ça va. Ça va. I try to make sure you practice these as I say them. Now, use that with young people, of course, just like we've talked about before. Salut, ça va? Salut, ça va? Comment tu t'appelles? Now, when you answer the question, a lot of students freeze up a little bit. They don't know how to answer that. It's easy. It's the easiest thing in the world. Just say the same thing back. Ça va. Ça va means doing good. I'm doing okay. Ça va? Ça va. All right, now, how would you ask an adult how he's doing or how she's doing? You would say, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous, monsieur? How are you doing, sir? Okay, don't use ça va with adults that you don't know. Use comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? And then how to answer, they would say, je vais bien, or possibly, je vais bien. I'm going, actually, literally, I'm going, je vais. There's the je again, but instead of va, for je, it's vais. Je vais, it means I'm going. Je vais bien. Je vais bien. Now, the J symbol in phonetics, remember it's phonetics, not the English alphabet. The phonetics alphabet, the J is a Y. It's a Y sound. Je vais bien. And bien has a nasal vowel with it. Bien. Je vais bien. Je vais bien. It's like saying eh, but push it out your nose. Je vais bien. Okay. All right. Now, that's how you say, how are you? Ça va? Ça va. All right. An adult, you want to say, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Shows a lot of respect, and it will be appreciated. To say ça va to an adult that you don't know, it would be very awkward. Okay. And finally, let's just say goodbye. How would you end that conversation? And how do you say goodbye? I'll give you a couple different things you can use. One is au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. And really it means au means to the or until, and then revoir. Voir means to see. Voir, V-O-I-R. So you can think of what revoir means, right? To see again. So you see where this comes in for goodbye? It means until I see you again. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. And the next one is bonne, if you like to say. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Don't say bonjour to anybody twice on the same day. Okay? Bonne journée. You just say bonjour once, and that's always hello. It's never goodbye. Bonne journée means have a great day. Okay? See the word bonne. Alright? Bonne. Say that. Bonne. It's almost like saying like a hamburger bun or a hot dog bun, or the first part of the word bunny, right? Bonne jour. There's a word for a day. Jour, just like bonjour. Bonne. All right, you're going to say bun. It's not nasal. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Have a great day. You could say either one. It's fine. Au revoir is a great one to use. You can also say salut to say goodbye to young people. So salut, like the word aloha or shalom in Hebrew. All right, it's a hello and a goodbye. So salut is perfect to use for other young people to say hello and goodbye. You can say salut, salut, hello, salut, goodbye. But if you want to use something a little more formal, again, if you're talking to an adult, you want to use one of these two I have listed here. Au revoir, bonne journée, have a great day. Okay, that is it for we covered a lot, didn't we? Right? We had hello, right? Remember our words for hello? Say them really quick. What were they again? Bonjour. Or, for young people only, salut. To say your name, remember the TV clip, the show clip there, Joey, right? Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. Right? Je m'appelle. Asking for somebody's name. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? And then talking to an adult. Comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? And then to say, how are you doing? Ça va is good for other young people. Ça va. Oui, ça va. You can just say ça va. To ask an adult how they're doing. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? How are you? Comment allez-vous? And then saying goodbye. Au revoir. Bonne journée. And there you go. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Et à la prochaine. See you next time.